Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the chaos of the modern world, by the constant search for more, by the anxiety about the future, or by the regret of the past? What if I told you that there is an ancient wisdom, as relevant today as it was centuries ago, capable of guiding you to a life of tranquility, purpose, and resilience? That wisdom is Stoicism. It is not about repressing emotions or living an ascetic life. Far from it. Stoicism is a practical philosophy, a guide to living well no matter the circumstances. It teaches us to focus on what we can control, to accept what we cannot, and to find happiness in virtue and reason. If you are tired of being held hostage by your reactions and want to take control of your life, this video is for you. Get ready for a transformative journey with 5 essential tips to be a better person today, inspired by the great Stoic masters. The cornerstone of Stoicism is the understanding that there are things that are within our control and things that are not. Sounds simple, right? But the truth is that we spend a large part of our lives worrying and getting frustrated about things that are completely beyond our control. The weather, other people's opinions, the actions of others, the past, the future. What can we control? Our perceptions, our judgments, our intentions, our actions, and our reactions. This is where our true power and freedom lies. Imagine the following situation. You are stuck in traffic, late for an important appointment. It is natural to feel angry and frustrated. But what can you control? The traffic itself? No. Your reaction to the traffic? Absolutely yes. You can choose to give in to the anger and stress yourself out even more, or you can accept the situation, perhaps turn on a podcast, listen to some relaxing music, or even use the time to mentally plan the rest of your day. How to apply it in your daily life. Do a mental audit. Whenever you feel a strong negative emotion, anger, anxiety, frustration, stop for a moment and ask yourself, is this within my control? Oh, if yes, take action. What can you do to improve the situation? Focus entirely on the solution. Oh, if not, practice acceptance. Understand that worry or anger will not change the situation. They will only make you suffer. Focus your energy on how you can adapt your mind and actions to the new reality. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best. The Stoics practiced premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. This is not being pessimistic, but rather mentally preparing for challenges. By considering what could go wrong, you become more resilient and less likely to be caught off guard. If you're worried about an important presentation, for example, visualize yourself overcoming small obstacles, forgetting a line, being asked a difficult question. By doing this, you are already processing these emotions and preparing yourself to deal with them if they happen. Free yourself from other people's opinions. How many times do we mold ourselves to please others or worry excessively about what they think of us? Other people's opinions are completely beyond our control. Stoicism invites us to live according to our own values and virtues rather than seeking external approval. True freedom comes from being true to oneself. Life is not a bed of roses. Challenges, losses, and failures are inevitable. The difference between a person who thrives and one who succumbs is not the absence of problems, but the way they face them. The Stoics saw adversity not as a misfortune to be avoided, but as an opportunity for growth. As Seneca would say, difficulties strengthen the mind, just as work strengthens the body. Every obstacle is a chance to practice virtue, to test your resilience, to learn, and to become stronger. It is in the fire of difficulty that the steel of character is forged. How to apply it in everyday life. See problems as exercises. Instead of lamenting a problem, see it as an exercise, a chance to practice your skills and virtues. If you lost your job, for example, see it as an opportunity to reevaluate your career, learn new skills, expand your network of contacts. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? After a failure or disappointment, the first reaction is to blame or get discouraged. A Stoic would ask himself, what lesson did this event teach me? How can I use this experience to be better in the future? Adversity is a harsh but effective teacher. Practice gratitude for hardship. Yes, gratitude for hardship. It may seem counterintuitive, but thinking about how a challenge made you stronger, wiser, or more compassionate is a powerful way to turn a negative experience into something positive. Be grateful for the lessons that hardship taught you, even if they were painful. They shaped you. Amor fati, love of fate. This Nietzschean concept has Stoic roots. It means not just accepting your fate, but loving it. Loving everything that happens, the good and the bad, because it all contributes to your journey and who you become. Instead of resisting reality, you embrace it fully. For the Stoics, virtue is the only true good. Not money, not fame, not external pleasure, but excellence of character. The four cardinal Stoic virtues are wisdom, prudence, the ability to discern right from wrong, to make rational decisions, and to understand the world as it really is. Courage, fortitude, not the absence of fear, but the ability to act correctly, despite fear, to face challenges, and to stand up for what is just. Justice, acting fairly, treating others with dignity, and contributing to the well-being of the community. Temperance, moderation, self-mastery, self-discipline, and moderation in all things, pleasures, emotions, desires. Living a virtuous life is the path to eudaimonia, which can be translated as human flourishing or the good life. Happiness, for the Stoics, is not a state of constant euphoria, but the peace of mind that comes from living in harmony with reason and nature. How to apply it in everyday life. Define your virtues. Think about the virtues that you value most and that you would like to incorporate into your life. Develop a personal code of conduct. For example, I will strive to be more patient, more honest, and more generous. Practice daily reflection. At the end of the day, take a few minutes to review your actions. Ask yourself, oh, well, where did I act virtuously? Oh, where could I have acted better? Oh, what opportunities did I miss to practice virtue? This honest self-analysis is crucial for growth. Find small acts of virtue. Virtue does not manifest itself only in grand heroic gestures. It is present in everyday acts, being patient with an annoying colleague, being honest in a difficult situation, helping a neighbor, resisting an impulse to spend unnecessarily. Each small act strengthens your character. Have role models. Choose people, historical or contemporary, whom you admire for their virtues and draw inspiration from them. How would that person act in a similar situation? Although the term mindfulness is most associated with Buddhism, the idea of living fully in the present moment is central to Stoicism. Our suffering often comes from ruminating about the past, which we cannot change, or anxiety about the future, which has not yet arrived and may never arrive as we imagine. The only moment that truly exists, and over which we have any power to act, is the now. Epictetus reminds us that it is not events that disturb us, but our judgments about events. And our judgments happen in the present. By being aware of the here and now, we can observe our thoughts and emotions without being carried away by them. How to apply it in everyday life. Focus on one task at a time. In a world of multitasking, the mind tends to wander. When performing a task, devote your full attention to it. If you are washing the dishes, feel the water, the soap, the touch of the dishes. If you are talking to someone, listen attentively, without thinking about the next response or other concerns. Mindful breathing exercises. When your mind is racing, stop for a minute or two and focus on your breathing. Feel the air coming in and out. This helps to ground your mind in the present and calm your nervous system. Observe your thoughts without judgment. Imagine your thoughts as clouds passing by in the sky. You see them, acknowledge that they are there, but do not cling to them or judge them. Let them go. This practice helps to create a healthy distance between you and your thoughts, preventing them from controlling you. The view from above, contemplation of the whole. This is a Stoic technique that involves imagining yourself looking down at your life, your city, the planet, and then the universe. It helps to put your worries into perspective, showing how small we are in the grand scheme of things and how ephemeral many of our afflictions are. This does not diminish your problems, but it does put them in context. The Stoics teach us that true happiness and contentment come from within, not from material possessions, social status, or fleeting pleasures. They were not against enjoying these things, but they warned against clinging to them, as they are impermanent and beyond our control. When our happiness depends on something external, we become vulnerable to losing it. Stoic self-sufficiency does not mean living in isolation, but rather building an inner fortress where peace and joy are not shaken by the fluctuations of the outside world. How to apply it in everyday life. Question your desires. Before seeking something material or a certain status, ask yourself, why do I really want this? Will it bring me lasting happiness or just momentary pleasure? Often we find that our desires are driven by social pressures or by a misguided search to fill an internal void. Practice voluntary deprivation. Seneca suggested that from time to time we live as if we had lost everything, wear simple clothes, eat modest meals, sleep on the floor. This is not to punish yourself, but to realize how little we need to live and to appreciate what we do have. The experience of not having frees us from the fear of loss. Value the intangible. Focus on cultivating meaningful relationships, learning and developing your skills, contributing to your community. These are the things that truly enrich life and that cannot be taken away from you. Life is on loan. The Stoics saw life, health, possessions, and the people we love as loans from nature. At some point, we will have to return them. This perspective helps us appreciate what we have while it is with us and accept the impermanence of all things with more serenity. Stoicism is not a complex theory to be studied in dusty books. It is a philosophy to be lived. It offers us a map for navigating the complexity of modern life with serenity, clarity, and purpose. By applying these 5 tips, you will begin to unlock the power that resides within you, freeing yourself from the chains of anxiety and lack of control. The journey to becoming a better person is ongoing. There will be days when you fail, when anger and frustration take over, and that's okay. The important thing is constant practice, honest reflection, and perseverance. Are you ready to begin your transformation and build a more meaningful and resilient life? Start today. Start now. The power is in your hands. If you like this video, comment, share, and like it.